You woke up this morning and your wisdom teeth probably didn't fit. Your jaw felt a little too small. Your sinuses a little too narrow. You sneezed in sunlight for no reason at all. You didn't think much of it. You never do. But the real answer is far stranger than a dentist appointment. Your body is not finished. It never was. Right now, while you read this sentence, the same blind process that turned fish into mammals and apes into humans is still working on you. Quietly, without asking permission. You were taught that evolution happened. Past tense. A slideshow of skulls getting bigger until a finished modern human stepped out and the process stopped. That story is comforting. It is also wrong. Evolution has no finish line. It is just the slow accounting of which bodies survive long enough to pass themselves on. That accounting is still running. Today. In you. Your jaw has shrunk faster than your teeth have. As diets got softer over the last few thousand years, jaws got smaller, but tooth size barely budged. The result sits in your mouth right now. Wisdom teeth crammed into a jaw that downsized too fast. So if your body is still changing, what else is moving? Most mammals lose the ability to digest milk after infancy. So did most humans for most of history. Then, around 8,000 years ago, in populations that started herding cattle, a mutation appeared that kept that ability switched on into adulthood. Geneticist Sarah Tishkoff traced it spreading across populations with a speed rarely seen in nature. People who could drink milk survived harder winters. That single genetic switch is why a third of the world's adults today can drink a glass of milk without consequence, while the rest cannot. That is evolution on a timeline shorter than the pyramids. Altitude tells a stranger story. Populations on the Tibetan plateau breathe normally at elevations that would leave most people gasping. Geneticist Rasmus Nielsen found a variant in a gene called EPAS1 that helps regulate the body's response to thin air, likely inherited from interbreeding with Denisovans tens of thousands of years ago. It spread fast because people without it struggled to survive at altitude. It is one of the fastest cases of natural selection ever documented in humans. Andean and Ethiopian highland populations adapted to the same thin air through entirely different genetic routes. 3 populations, 3 continents, 3 separate answers to the same problem. So here's the uncomfortable question. If evolution can rewire a jaw, flip a digestive switch, and rebuild blood chemistry within a few thousand years, what is it doing to you right now that you simply haven't noticed? Myopia has exploded across the globe in the last 2 generations, especially among people who spend their developing years staring at screens up close. Genes don't need to change for evolution's logic to apply. Sometimes environment edits the body before the genome catches up. Human height tells a similar story. Average heights in places like the Netherlands rose by over 7 inches in a century and a half, not from new genes, but from nutrition finally unlocking potential the body always had. And your environment today is moving faster than it ever has. You live surrounded by chemicals no Paleolithic body ever metabolized, light that never fully turns off, food engineered to be more rewarding than anything in nature. Every one of those is a selective pressure, slower than a famine, quieter than a predator, but real. Evolution does not require your permission. There was no morning your ancestors decided their jaws would shrink. There was no vote on digesting milk. The body simply responds to what survives, and what survives quietly becomes the new normal. Geneticists like Jonathan Pritchard have mapped hundreds of regions across the human genome, still showing signatures of recent ongoing selection. Not ancient, recent, and counting. You are not a finished product standing at the end of an evolutionary staircase. You are a single frame in a film that has never stopped rolling. Your wisdom teeth are evidence. Your sinuses are evidence. So tonight, when your jaw aches from a tooth that never had enough room, you might feel like your body is broken. It isn't. It's mid-sentence. It's still being written. You didn't think much of it this morning. You probably won't tomorrow either. But you are not the same as your grandparents, and your grandchildren will not be the same as you. the strangest part of being human was never that evolution happened to your ancestors. It's that it is still happening to you.